Hi everyone, this is Ben, Kansas Geek Man, and today I'm with Chief, and today I'm reviewing, this is my review of Cyberfrog Bloodhoney, and this is a comic book by Ethan Van Sciver with some colors by Kyle Ritter and some other stuff by Somni. So this is I've had this for a little bit now, for a few months, a couple months maybe, and just haven't had a chance to do a video on it. But there's a few things. In 2018, I learned about Ethan Van Sciver through the Twitter and YouTube. I think I stumbled across him when I was processing my disdain for The Last Jedi, and at the same time I was going through a process of frustration with comic books, specifically things that I was seeing in Marvel Comics. As I would read a Marvel comic book, I would discover that comic book creators don't like people like myself, because they would put people with my beliefs, both personal religious beliefs, political beliefs, cultural beliefs, etc., things like that. I was finding, as I would read some of the comics, I would find myself in the villain position of some of my favorite heroes, specifically Daredevil and X-Men and some others. So I was very frustrated. I was disillusioned. I was hurt, and I stopped. I stopped buying them. But then I stumbled across Ethan Van Sciver, and then I stumbled across a few other things, a few other accounts, specifically your boy Zach. I did run across him when he was known as Diversity in Comics, now known as Comics Matter, with your boy Zach. Anyway, long story short, I began to back some of the independent comics that I was finding within what was the hashtag of comicsgate. And this is one of the first ones that I backed. I think it was the second one, because the first one was the one by Diversity in Comics. So anyway, this arrived, and let me just tell you, I picked this, I opened the box. I didn't realize it was going to come like this. This is a foil cover, and it is just beautiful. Look at that thing. Would you look at it? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So that shocked me right out the gate. So shocked to see that. It's beautiful. Look at that art. One of the fun things for me was seeing stuff posted on Twitter by Ethan, and then his YouTube channel, seeing the progress of the creation of this stuff. And let me just say too, I'm probably your average comic book reader. I don't know a ton of details and stuff, so I'm just kind of your average reader. But I loved comic books growing up, and I thought I would re-engage in it a few years ago, and so I did. Anyway, this is a fantastic book. I love it. I love the art. One of the things that I was hearing people talk about on Twitter and complaining about was the quality of the pages, and I don't know. I didn't know what they were talking about. I think the book looks great. I think the paper quality is great. I've not had any issues at all with this thing, but just give you some quick glances. And then other people said the story was not good, and I don't understand why people were saying that. I love this book. I love the storyline. I love taking a trip back to the 90s, specifically 1998. Man, just detail and attention to detail is amazing. So this to me was worth the wait. I was very happy to wait for this book. A lot of people were complaining about how long it was taking, and I was willing to wait, because for me, I was not just buying a comic book. I knew that I was buying into a movement that was very important this past year, and so the willingness for me to wait was there, and gosh, it was worth it. The only complaint I have about this book, and I don't mean, and I mean this, I don't mean it to sound, I don't know. The only complaint I have about the book, I'll just say, is that it's short. That I want the story to continue. And what I mean by short, I just mean that I think it was the perfect length. I just want to know what happens next quicker, and I don't want to wait. So anyway, this is it. Nothing big, just a short review. I love the logo too, by the way, All Caps Comics. I bought one of the t-shirts with this logo on it. Anyway, yeah, this is my very unprofessional review of Cyberfrog Bloodhoney. Great story, great attention to detail, amazing artwork, coloring is beautiful, and everything down to the lettering just looks fantastic. I'm very, very, very pleased with this book, and if you have a chance to pick it up anywhere, I would suggest doing just that. So don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, hit the follow on this channel. You can subscribe to me. Hit like, subscribe, and yeah, and you can hit me on Patreon too if you want. Patreon.com/KSGeekman. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys. Bye. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up, and maybe consider following the Kansas Geek Man channel. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter over at KS Geekman.